Hold on to your hats because the rest of this review gets pretty technical. However, the more you look into how all this relates to your chart, the more richness and specificity and magic you'll uncover. It's time-consuming, but highly rewarding. So, before we get into aspects, which are the lines on the chart, it helps to backtrack a bit and review how a chart is laid out. The houses will always start and end at what would be 9 o'clock on our clock face, and they circle around counterclockwise. It doesn't matter whose chart you are looking at, this is the one thing that will always remain consistent. The signs and planets then fall into place from there. The signs are also plotted out in a counterclockwise direction. Since we are working with a circle, there are 360 degrees in the chart. Each sign takes up a 30-degree slice since there are 12 signs, and the degrees go counterclockwise also. So, if you want to count what degree something is at in a sign on your chart, remember to start at the edge in the counterclockwise orientation and count from there, continuing in the counterclockwise direction. Houses, on the other hand, are typically not all equal to 30 degrees. I wanted to find out how houses are calculated and plotted and went down a several-hour rabbit hole with no clear answer, other than to discover there are actually several different methods for plotting the houses, and each will actually give slightly different results. Most typical, apparently, is the Placidus system. In my chart, my sun falls in the 10th house in the Placidus system, but the 11th house in some other systems, 12th house in yet others, and even one in which it places it in my first house. The takeaway message from all this confusion is, if you are reading a description in your chart and it just doesn't seem very accurate, it might be that for you, a different system is a better match. So you can try that. Whichever method you choose, the sign associated with the house will be the sign the counterclockwise edge of that house falls in.